What's going on, Comicbook.com? I'm Jim Viscardi, and our New York Comic Con coverage continues, courtesy of Whatnot. And with us today in the studio, Jack DeMayo, the man behind the comics vertical over at Whatnot. They've got a ton of stuff going on this weekend at New York Comic Con. The first big thing we got to talk about, you guys are giving away, or you're not giving it away.
We're giving it away.
You're giving it away.
We are giving it away.
They are giving away history.
That's right.
Jack,
I got it right here.
Let's just show it. We're gonna show it right there.
I can show you better than I can tell you.
I mean, look at this. Amazing Fantasy 15, signed by none other than Stan the Man Lee.
Absolutely, slabbed and authenticated.
How does that come about? Someone say like, hey, I got a signed thing. You guys want it?
Honestly, I had to work kind of hard. Right now, the way that the market is, people aren't selling these keys. They're kind of holding them back right now.
Yeah.
So we had to work really hard. We're celebrating the 1,000th issue of Spider-Man with Amazing Fantasy 1000. So in conjunction with Marvel, we created an exclusive variant to team up with Midtown Comics. If you're going to be in New York,
that's it.
You got to be with Midtown.
That's right.
So we wanted to do something cool, and then we were thinking, all right, so we've got this variant. How can we make this variant really special? What can we do that's going to get people excited? And at Whatnot, we like to give stuff away. That's it, and we want to make a splash.
Sure.
So I was like, well, if we're going to celebrate Spider-Man and the history of Spider-Man, we got to take it back to where it all started with Amazing Fantasy 15.
Right. So this is a no strings attached. All you have to do is on Saturday, just sign up for the app and enter yourself in the giveaway.
That's right. On Saturday, it's at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. 4 p.m. Eastern Time. All you got to do is get in the Midtown Comics stream on the Whatnot app. Create an account. It's absolutely free. We're covering the shipping, everything. You could be your first item you ever take home from Whatnot.
So, all right. So, okay, how do you ship something like this? Is this going to be something that like an armed vehicle, armored vehicle is going to have to go?
Absolutely. Extremely carefully.
Right. Well, okay. Let's talk about Whatnot for a bit, because you guys have really come on the scene, the collectible scene, for quite a bit. Obviously, Comicbook.com. We're at New York Comic Con. We're talking about comics, but it's collectibles kind of all around. You're a comics guy kind of through and through. What have you seen kind of as the community has kind of come together to just do what you guys do?
Well, I think that as kind of like technology has evolved and our kind of behaviors, the way we watch television and the way we entertain ourselves evolve, we're constantly looking for new ways to kind of entertain ourselves using these kind of like devices that we've all got in our pockets. And shopping is no different. So we like to call it shoppertainment, because it's really the combination of finding that item you like, but also buying it from somebody that you feel like you can connect with. So the combination of that experience that you're gonna get watching your favorite YouTuber or Twitch streamer or checking out Comicbook.com with Jim Viscardi, that same kind of thing, but then you're able to actually purchase items directly from them. You can ask questions in real time. You can look at items closer, and it gives you a totally different experience from traditional static marketplaces. And the collectibles community has really jumped on board. Anytime you're launching a new platform, you really want to start with collectibles, because those are always going to be your most die-hard fans. They're going to get right on board. So we've been able to kind of prove concept with collectibles, but now we're launching into all kinds of products, from food to fashion and everything in between.
There you go. Nice. I mean, you've got some pretty big names that are streaming on there, right? You got Kevin Eastman, you got Rob Liefeld, you got that's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, Kevin Eastman, Rob Liefeld, Boss Logic, Tyler Kirkham. In the wrestling world, wrestling action figures is very big. We've got Brody King and Ethan Page here from AEW. We've got the legend Ric Flair. So a lot going on at the Whatnot booth.
That's amazing. All right, let's talk about Whatnot Publishing, because not only are you guys making a market for this stuff, but you guys are making stuff for the marketplace.
That's right. Yeah. So like it really is really twofold. Like first off, it really began. I've got to shout out JPG. He is a owner of a business called That Spider-Man Booth, one of the top comic sellers. Whenever I'm talking to our sellers, I always want to ask like, what's the dream? And I get kind of similar dreams, usually financial related.
Sure.
He immediately told me I couldn't help him with. He said, I want to publish a comic book I've been working on for 10 years. I know that's not your thing. I really took it as a challenge. So we wanted to see first how we could get this book to market.
Right.
In the process of doing that, we started to really realize, there's all kinds of opportunity there, because you really got to go where people are. If you're trying to introduce them to something new, you can't expect them to come to you.
Right.
You got to go where they are. And really, the LCS is the backbone of the comic industry. It keeps everything afloat. And we knew that there were a lot of LCS owners out there who may not be aware of Whatnot.
Right.
And we didn't know how to properly be able to communicate to them, and to be able to release product that they can sell in their stores on Wednesdays for New Comic Book Day, and really take that Whatnot logo that we've put on the back cover with so many exclusive variants and get it over on the front cover, as well as be able to bring content that was created by the community.
Right. That's awesome. Actually, two more questions before I let you go. First one, obviously you had a big announcement yesterday, the heavy metal announcement. I mean, it's a great one. Heavy metal, iconic.
I'm absolutely nerding out. Like I said it on the panel yesterday. We did a panel, and I said, you know, I've grown up a heavy metal fan. So there's this moment of like this surreal enjoyment of, and responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility now, 100%. Right? We're taking heavy metal to a new generation. So we're going to be co-publishing with the heavy metal team. We don't want to touch what makes heavy metal special.
Sure.
We just want to bring it to a newer and younger generation, make it more accessible, because I think sometimes it gets intimidating if you're a newer comic collector and you're looking at a legacy series.
Yep. 300
plus issues deep. So we'll be relaunching a brand new heavy metal #1, keeping the legacy numbering as well, though.
Sure,
so you know, we can make sure we keep the fans who have been there for 45 years supporting heavy metal, and at the same point kind of give something that you can get the excitement going for a new fan base going and getting a new #1. And then we'll also be finding unique ways to distribute the books via the app to our community, to sellers, through exclusives and all kinds of fun limited drops. Really making sure that we're not just looking at the direct market, but also the secondary market, and really kind of playing in both of those, and then bringing new content to heavy metal from Whatnot, Whatnot original content.
Love it. What have been some of the biggest items you've seen go?
On Whatnot?
On Whatnot.
Original art has been amazing. I think when we first launched the platform, that wasn't something I was expecting. I knew we would sell Amazing Fantasy 15s at some point,
sure,
and Journey into Mystery 83, but I didn't know that like this was going to be a place that artists really could go, and I think, you know, that is an example of, as the community grows, it kind of takes a life of its own. So sure, original art has been incredible. A lot of like one-of-one type opportunities, and our sellers have been incredibly creative with creating their own exclusives and fun drops that have really gotten everybody excited. But the vintage is really what you think about in Amazing Fantasy 15. It doesn't get better than that. Jack, my man, thank you for spending time with us. Really appreciate it. For more from New York Comic Con 2022, keep it locked into Comicbook.com.